pull a piece of paper for you.
Sure.
Okay. So the very first one is a driver's exchange. So
Okay.
all information up there, left-hand corner is going to be the crash report number.
Okay.
You just got to call your insurance company and look for your accident. Your information is going to be vehicle 1.
Wait, how are you making me vehicle 1?
So?
How are you making me vehicle 1? Vehicle 1 means
So I'm
at
slow
fault.
to go into it. The insurance companies, they don't know that. But as I'm saying, I still have 10 business days to complete the full report. So this
How
investigation can be F1. So what
Okay.
you're doing, okay, so here we go. So the procession was on the right-hand side.
Correct.
Okay, and you were on the left-hand side.
That is correct.
Okay, so you're with the procession the whole time on the left-hand side.
Correct.
Okay, so that's impeding traffic.
Not under section
On
316,
statute, you have to stay in a
1974.
forward straight line.
That is
per
incorrect.
statute.
That is incorrect. That is
Not
incorrect.
impede traffic on
That
the
is
left-hand
incorrect.
side.
That is incorrect.
If you look at the statute, it says you have to stay
That
in
is-
front and behind the procession.
That is for the second paragraph of 316, 1974. Besides, I was moving up the line to go back towards the
Correct.
front.
You're in the procession.
Right.
Okay, do you know what funeral you're with?
I'm sorry?
Well, what funeral procession you're working on?
Yes.
Okay. What's the church?
I don't know off the top of my head. But again, if the funeral's in the right and I'm in the left and we're moving up, then we're not impeding traffic, especially if we're doing the speed limit.
Correct. But like we're saying in statute, like what you know, on the left-hand side, even though if you're going 30, 35 miles an hour,
Which was
slow
the
traffic,
posted limit.
45 miles an hour is the
Right.
posted limit.
Okay.
So that's under the speed limit. So that's impeding traffic. But I'm not giving you an impeding traffic ticket. So what that is doing, since there's another vehicle that was trying to go around you,
Uh-huh.
because there's another traffic going, so I understand he went into the left-hand lane.
The turning
He was
lane.
Correct. And then once he passed you, you're still maintaining the controlled speed with the procession. Then that vehicle was overtaken to get around you. But when you're saying that maintaining that same speed, you blocked it from getting inside back into the proper lane of travel.
No, I didn't even know he was racing up along my side, and then he shifted over. And as I was looking over, he was shifting over. At no time was I trying not to let him in or anything
Turning
like
lane,
that.
You're obstructing, you're slowing traffic, like you're saying, going 35 under, so you're going
So I'm
10
doing-
miles an hour under the 45 legal speed limit. So if you're saying still maintaining the flow of traffic, like in statute, your procession with
Was
traffic on the
still
right-hand side,
flowing of traffic,
flowing,
so we're
correct.
not breaking the law.
But you have to be either in the front or the rear.
That is incorrect.
If there is another agency assisting you in traffic, they can go to the front, hold an intersection, but you can't hold the left and right.
I wasn't
at the
holding
same
the lane,
time.
I was moving up to go to the next intersection, which is what we were legally allowed to do.
So you had, okay, correct, but you had another vehicle that was behind you, and he was trying to go around, and then once he passed you, past the two churches, he was trying to get back in.
He
Once
passed
he
me
was
in the
cutting-
turning lane.
Correct.
So he's using a turning lane, which is designed for turning, to pass me and overtake me, which is illegal.
Okay. So even on that point, he was going the flow of traffic of overtaking, but you didn't let him in. Why
That-
didn't you back up and let him in?
That's not true at all. That is not true at all. How did I not let him in?
That's what you said. So I mean, you said he stayed back, and he said he was trying to get back in the flow of traffic. Even though that your consistent damage was his cutting in, his didn't into. So designing with the sheet metal, it cutting in from your larger vehicle, he was trying to cut in.
Yeah,
You
he
should've slowed
cut
traffic.
into me.
Correct.
Right.
So by even possession, you would have to slow down to be with possession on the full right-hand side. If you had your purple lights on in the left-hand lane and the funeral's on the right-hand lane, you can't do that.
But if he's using a turning lane to go around me and then he hits
Regardless,
me,
your lights, you would have to be in the front or the rear.
that is incorrect.
Per statute, that's what it says.
That's what the second paragraph says.
Correct,
If you
that's
read
what
the
it says.
statute again, where it says law enforcement and funeral escort vehicles, they have the right, they can facilitate the safe movement of the funeral, which
Correct.
means they're allowed to move around the funeral. They don't have to be one in the front and the one in the back. That's why the second paragraph clearly states vehicles in procession, not the first paragraph, which is
But you were in possession.
no, we're the vehicles that are allowed to facilitate the safe movement of the vehicles. And it specifically states that in the first paragraph.
Possession, you're the vehicle.
Do you have
floating.
316-1974? I can show that
I
to
can
you.
pull it up. But I'm
Okay.
saying, so was the vehicle just randomly driving in a forward straight line? Like
Who?
the funeral?
Me?
No, I'm saying not your, I'm saying like the other vehicles. So
Uh-huh.
there's a point in the front and the back.
Right.
Did you have another unit?
In the back.
In the back.
Correct.
Okay.
And I was moving up, going normal speed with this lane,
Okay.
normal speed, not breaking any loose, not using sirens, not telling him to get out of the way, using the left turning lane to cut across in front of me and hits me. At no time did I have time to react or slow down or let him in. He ran out of room because he was racing up beside us and the median was coming up like a median
Correct,
like this,
cut off.
and when he had no room, he cut over and hit. At no time were we impeding him or stopping him. We were doing the flow of traffic with everything.
Trying to go around. Okay. All right, so
That's
I'll cancel that out.
That's
But
nowhere near
what
my
happened?
objective is to make sure he's vehicle one, because he hit me for no reason. He was using the turning lane to go around me. I'm traveling on this lane, not impeding traffic, doing the speed limit. My funeral's here. The guys in front, we had 5 guys. One in front, one in back, and the other ones we were moving up because we're legally allowed to move up to go take the next lane. We were doing the speed limit. I'm doing the 35, going up to 40. We're moving along because we just left the light before that turn lane. So we're, because the median's right there. There was no room for him to, even if I slowed down, he would have either hit me or hit the merge sign or hit the median.
So, regardless, I'll take that out for your consideration and what he was talking about in your stance. So there's conflicting. So regardless, there's still, instead of it me faulting, it's going to be insurance. So at this point, regardless, if I do it on your other part, so like still driver's exchange, you have all this information to go from there, and then I'll take this other citation out. But the only other investigation part that it went on is your insurance. So you're personally using your insurance for business?
No, I'm not. I'm using a vehicle this vehicle's registered with that insurance. This is not a commercial vehicle. This is a personal vehicle. I'm a DBA, so I'm not a commercial or an LLC, so I can legally use my commercial.
Right. If it's an LLC business.
Right,
Your
but I'm not an
insurance-
LLC. I'm a DBA, so I'm legally, per Florida statute, allowed to use my personal vehicle insurance for my vehicles. I've already checked that, and I called Tallahassee to verify that with Florida Highway Patrol.
So other investigations, they said through their staff over there, they said you can't use it for a commercial vehicle.
That is what Sergeant Vittler says with Sector 3. And that nice young lady that helped and was talking to you and telling you that, that's what they say. That is not what the law says, and that is not what the judges have said as they throw the tickets out. So.
Okay. So I mean, I have nothing. I don't know anything.
Right.
Which you.
I know for a fact. I can show you a check right now that says I'm a DBA.
Like I just respond to crashes. I treat everybody equal. I don't.
Well, Trooper, with all due respect, that doesn't sound with the situation. So I'm legally allowed to use my personal insurance for my personal vehicles. What Sergeant Viller doesn't understand, who's the Sector 3 deputy that's telling them that information, is he believes his version, and that's not what the judges have said over and over. So, because I'm a DBA, I can use my personal vehicles because they're not commercial. I don't move people, and I don't move freight. That should be driver one if you're hitting me because you ran out of space. I, in no way, shape, or form, was trying to stop him from changing lanes. If I would have seen him, I would have slowed down. But as we were coming up, again, the median, and I can take you over there. I'll walk you through it. The median was right there, and he had nowhere else to go. It was either hit the sign or cut over and hit me. And at that point, I was already trying to. I looked over, and it was really too late. As you can see, the damage to the vehicle, it's only right here. It's not any further back. It's right here because this is where at the last second he shifted over, and his back end clipped me. It's not like I was trying to cut him off or keep him from turning or anything like that. Okay. He shifted over and hit the front of my car because he had nowhere else to go.
No, I understand. I know what you mean. And it's a lot of the cases that I do work on, regardless if you're vehicle 1 or vehicle 2. With insurances, yes, they usually know vehicle 1's at fault. But sometimes I can flip the vehicles maybe a couple days,
right,
and then there's that fault. So then I could process and do a follow-up and then get that person a ticket. So that's why we keep it open.
Honestly,
so like even the commercial vehicles, sometimes I'll make them vehicle 1. And really the vehicle 2.
Honestly, so, my whole objective is not to get the man a ticket. That was never my objective. My objective is to make sure that my insurance properly covers my vehicle. Because what he did, and I have a video somewhere, he called my insurance company with my information off a report and said I needed to cancel my insurance policy, and they canceled me because of it.
Conversation's being recorded. I don't know what my policy number is, and if you could help me, that would be much appreciative. Because what has happened is my policy, from what you guys advised me earlier, was canceled due to the fact an Orange County deputy contacted you and gave you my information telling you that I don't know, telling you I don't know exactly what, but my policy was canceled. Hello? Yes.
Okay, thank you for holding. I apologize for the delay. So we did receive a call on September 23rd, 2019 from Sergeant Keith from the Orange County Department stating that the vehicle, the 2005 Dodge Durango, was being used illegally to be an escort for either parties or funerals.
Okay, do me a favor. Say that again one more time. You said a Sergeant Keith Vittler from the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Could you please make sure you read that clearly?
Okay, as mentioned, we received a call on September 23rd, 2019 from Sergeant Keith Vittler stating that the vehicle 2005 Dodge Durango was being illegally used to as an escort.
I appreciate that. Have a good day. Be safe, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where we've been going and dealing with and the harassment we've been dealing with. So,
Okay.
and I know that nice young lady, she's actually the one that made me give her my insurance at the last time, and then she gave that to Sergeant Biddle. And as soon as I saw her, that's why I saw them over with you. So,
Okay. Give me a moment. I'll be right back.
okay.